Bing, this is Taylor.
What's up? I'm Taylor. What's up? I'm Taylor.
Taylor dressed up like me on St. Patrick's Day, and people mistaken her for me. In fact, my own mother just a second ago thought the beard was real.
His own mother just didn't want to tell him that I am actually his sister.
We look very much alike. It's the nose and the cheeks. I hate that, though.
I should have dressed just like you.
You could definitely do it at work. We work together at a non-named bar, so we don't get fired for anything.
Yeah, no names.
One day, Boberson.
Cornerstone. I'm just kidding.
I mean, they've had worse things. Taylor and I... Well, Taylor's been sober a long time.
9 months.
9 months, and I am 2 weeks now, out of randomness. So we got non-alcoholic beer. Cheers to everyone that drinks Heineken Zero.
Let's see if I can do this.
It's funny because normally I get really drunk and I start talking lots of shit, but now I don't know. Like, I'm going to be sober talking shit. I have no excuse.
He talks shit all the time when he's sober at work, so he does have an excuse.
I am a shit
That's
talker.
Just his personality.
I'm a really bad shit talker. It's gotten me in so much trouble throughout my life. Like, just like, because I don't really, I treat everyone very equally. Within reason. Like, I'm nicer to kids, obviously, but like adults, I expect you to know shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like proper etiquette. And like driving gets me sometimes. Like, I'm not a road rage person, but I have yelled some things out the window.
I'm fucking road rage.
I believe that.
I have a story from 10th grade if you want me to tell.
Oh, please. Enlighten me.
Should I take the beard off or leave it on?
No.
All right, so in 10th grade, my friend, he was like a year or two older than me. It was Christmas time coming up. I can't even take myself seriously. Weird, so I'm going to pull it down. It was Christmas time. He was like talking about how he needed to go Christmas shopping. My parents aren't too far from Myrtle Beach, so we went down to the outlets in the mall and all that. So I'm in 10th grade. He obviously has his license. We're on the way to the mall, and he accidentally cut some guy off. Like, it was an accident, but the guy got fucking pissed. So he went to come around us and cut us off, and then I was like, oh no, he's following us, because then my friend I don't want to name him, got in front of him again. I flipped the guy off. Dumb ass. That was the dumbest shit that I could ever do. We went to turn left, and I got scared, and we got stuck because we had to stop to turn left. And he fucking pulled up beside us, got out of his car, and came up and was banging on the window.
Yes.
And we drove off. And like the whole rest of the day when we were Christmas shopping, I was so fucking paranoid that he was gonna find us.
He's gonna find you?
I was 15.
It's crazy because like when I was young, I would like fight a lot. Like, I'd throw hands over nothing. But now I'm just old and I don't. And like, it's funny because like I still like have it. Like, I have a good couple left in me, like if I have to. But I'm like, I avoid it at all costs. Like, some people, Brandon, fucking look for it. And I'm like, bro, I was like, one day you're gonna fuck with somebody and they're gonna be boxing since they were like 3 years old, and they're going to beat your ass.
Yeah.
And like, they're not gonna have a stop or a reason to stop, you know? And like that, you're going to lose badly. I've had that happen, actually.
Me too. We don't want to talk about that story at all. We're not getting into that one.
All right, so talking about talking shit, getting my ass kicked. I was like freshly 21. There was this bar on Hillsborough Street. Oh God, no, it wasn't the brewery. It was Kathmandu's, and the bouncer there was a big motherfucker. And I was like, blah, 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 they're kicking me out. They're like, fuck all of you, I'll beat your ass. They're huge, they're monsters. And I fucking cold cocked the guy, slammed the door in my face, and he must have timed it just right, because when I fucking went to fucking push on the door, he opened it, and he hit me with his knee. And his knee was like the size of my fucking like 21-year-old self head. I probably weighed 130 pounds. And I did like a half a flip and landed on the concrete against his cab. And you know it's bad when the taxi driver gets out like, you good, man? I'm like, stars. I was dazed for like 2 days. I was like whiplash. I chilled out just a little bit after that. But I mean, I feel like that happens because like of young and inexperienced. Like, in the bar, I see a lot of kids talk shit. And I'm like, man, you just don't know yet.
Nope, they don't. I don't even want to get into the people at work that are drunk because they fucking piss me off so
Oh, they're the worst, man. You know what kills me is like they're adults.
Yes.
They're, like, legally they're adults. You know what I mean? And it's like, how How?
And we've all been there.
Yeah, of
We've
course.
all been there. But now that we're on the other side of the bar.
Yeah. Why? Some more than others. Because some I'm like, there is no way. Like when people puke on the bar.
Oh my god, this bitch threw up in a fucking medicine cup shot glass the other day. Right in front of the bar, literally puked. And it was like porridge coming out of the shot cup onto the bar. It was fucking disgusting.
My worst one, I was at the Bison.
I like the Bison.
And my buddy just brought Papa John's. I scarfed it down, and they're like, "Take this shot." I'm like, no, man, I'm full. Like, just give me a minute. He's like, "Take this shot, pussy." And like, I mean, I don't know, like Marty McFly shit. Like, I was like, no one calls me a pussy. And I fucking, as soon as it hit the back of my throat, I fucking knew. And there's no, like, the bathroom doors don't lock. And I fucking barged in the bathroom. There's a guy fucking pissing. I'm like, go like this, and it just sprays. And like, it was just 3 pieces of pizza everywhere. Right? And it was so bad. And there's a guy sitting there holding his dick, taking a piss. And I'm like,
But wait, what kind of pizza was it?
it was pepperoni pizza, and it was. I remember distinctly the garlic that they give. You know, like the garlic
Was
butter.
it Domino's? Because they give
No, it's
too
Papa
much.
John's.
Oh, you did say Papa John's. Fuck. Domino's gives too much garlic.
And it's funny because I love Papa John's pizza. Even after that, it didn't ruin
Papa
it for me.
John's is so good.
I was stuck on Hungry Howie's.
Have you been to Jets?
I have been to Jets.
Jets is good as fuck.
There's a really good place on Fayetteville Street. Oh God,
I don't think
Benny
I've been-
Capitals.
I haven't been there.
Oh, it's fucking fire. And like, I love pizza. If I didn't want to stay in shape, like if my girlfriend was like not as hot as she was, and I could get uglier, because my girlfriend's way hotter than me. I'm trying my
Carly
best.
is hot.
Like trying
love
like
Carly.
my best to keep up with her hotness. If I didn't give a fuck, I'd eat cheeseburgers and pizza every day, and French fries. I love French fries,
Oh, I love French fries.
especially Cookouts French fries with
Cookouts
cheese.
French fries are so good. I don't do the cheese though.
Yeah.
I just love honey mustard. I was, a little upset I didn't get any the other night, but it's okay.
You were pissed.
Where are the chicken nuggets? That's how I felt. Where's
funny
my honey mustard?
Because hunger does a thing to me where I don't know why I get so fucking angry. But when I'm hungry, I don't get angry. I just get irritable, and like nothing makes me happy. Like,
I'm fucking pissed when I'm hungry.
except food. I think in a past life I was fat, like really fat.
Maybe.
Like
That's very well possible.
when I was trying to bulk, when I was in like my early 20s, I was like, they're like, all you have to do is eat as much as you can and lift heavy. And I was like, sweet. So I'd go to like Wendy's and order like 3 Baconators, and I'd eat all them fuckers. If I eat 1 Baconator now,
Baconators are good as fuck, but I don't eat them anymore. No beef.
oh really? So no alcohol and no beef.
And no pork.
And no pork. How long is the no red meat been?
Oh, God. August 12th, 2019.
So that's been a long time.
Yeah, very
Why'd you stop
specific.
eating red meat?
Well, one day I woke up and this girl I know from Wilmington and the college I went to before I moved to Wilmington, she had posted like this stuff on her Instagram story, not to get too fucking depressing. Some people don't give a shit, but I do. And it was like really going into details about how like slaughterhouses are with pigs and how sometimes like the people get so frustrated with the pigs not cooperating. Yeah, because you're trying to fucking kill them. That this guy, like, I don't know if I want to say it because it's so fucked up, but he literally was talking about how he cut a pig's nose off and fucking drowned the pig in its own blood. And I was like, okay, I'm done. And that was it.
Wouldn't that make
I
you
didn't
hate
even
people not eating pigs?
Oh, I fucking hate all of it. I quit eating chicken too. And then a year and a few months later? Yeah, a year and a half later, I fucking had I was drunk as fuck, craving a fucking chicken sandwich. So I went to Cookout.
Did you get sick when you ate it?
Fuck no. And I
Really?
haven't stopped eating chicken since. But I did accidentally eat pork a couple Christmases ago. My mom's friend made some collards and I was eating them and I was like, Mom, is there bacon in here? And her jaw dropped. Because she forgets.
Did you get sick from that? I've heard of people like,
Sometimes my stomach, like if I feel like when I've had sandwiches, like for instance, sometimes at work, if I forget to put no bacon and then we pick it off, I feel like sometimes the juices kind of do.
yeah,
Like if I get the club, because I started eating turkey again too.
white meat,
Yes, so white meat and fish. I was pescatarian
Yeah.
for a while.
eggs.
I do eat eggs sometimes, not all the time, but I fucking love a deviled egg.
Yeah, I don't think I could get Carly makes killer deviled eggs.
I know. I've had them.
They're
They're good as fuck.
I've heard people getting sick from like like not eating meat and then eating meat again. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think if I ate pork or like red meat, like a lot of it,
Yeah.
or even like a few bites of like a steak or a burger, I think that I would
Get sick from it.
yeah, I would be down and out for a while.
I don't know if I could quit eating meat.
I used to feel the same fucking way though.
Yeah.
And it was just that one thing that like I think it had built up to that because I am kind of like super sensitive when it comes to like animals dying, and it sucks when I think about that I still eat fish and chicken. Like
Yeah.
I sometimes have to bring myself into reality. We are at the top of the food chain,
Yeah.
but it's like
Kind of. I mean, it all depends
Yeah.
on where we are. You know what I mean? If we're in the jungle with lions, we're definitely not.
Definitely.
Or if we're in the ocean with sharks, there are certain,
But some sharks, I think, don't actually mean to eat people. It just
yeah, they
happens.
just take a nibble.
I think because I've heard that they don't like the taste of human flesh. They just do it, and then
It
they're
probably
like,
tastes
"Fuck."
like fucking processed food.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
It's like them.
They literally
eating
get the
a
freshest
fucking-
sushi of all time.
Yeah, and then it's like us getting
Yeah.
dropped.
It's weird what we eat and what we don't eat. You know what I mean? For instance, like, where's the line? Chicken, dog. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? All right. So what's between that, right? Sea lions, manatees.
Do people eat those?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it's not on the menu anywhere. Camel.
Would you order that if it was on the like?
Yeah.
Some
Oh, yeah.
Some Parmesan crusted.
100%. I've eaten camel. I've eaten snake. I've eaten alligator. Alligator's like really juicy chicken. Snake is just it. I don't know how to describe it. It's grease. What else have I eaten that's really fucking? I've eaten a lot of goat, lamb.
Nice.
Deer.
So
Yeah.
my family growing up used to make deer chili every year at Christmas.
Yeah.
We'd do a big birthday party for my uncle in Pinehurst, and they would have like the big cauldrons, and one would have chicken and dumplings, one would have like collards, one would have
Really?
deer chili.
I've never had deer chili.
I think I might have tasted it once, but I don't think I actually enjoyed it. I can't remember. I want to say I've
Venison's
never
very
had it, but I
gamey.
might have had it once. Like,
I've had
the
bear
taste.
jerky.
have not had
That is
that.
some chewing.
Beef jerky in general, I feel like it's hard as fuck to chew, so I can't imagine that
So I didn't.
bear
Eat,
jerky would be easy.
yeah, I didn't eat anything but chicken nuggets until I was like not like McDonald's chicken nuggets, but my mom would make me chicken when I was a kid. I didn't eat anything but chicken and fish for the longest time. And I remember the first time I ate a cheeseburger, I was like 9. In fact, I don't think I even had a Happy Meal until I was like 8.
Holy shit.
But I ate my first cheeseburger, and I was like, "What is this?" I used to not eat cheese either. And then after that,
cheese?
no cheese. I was like Allie's diet, like fried chicken.
No ranch. No fucking green beans.
I hate
no
ranch.
broccoli. No. She's never had ranch.
But how
I
do
tried
you
to
know?
give her a tater tot with ranch on it, and she
Yeah.
was like, "Ugh." And one day, oh my god, I was eating some fucking the cheddar sour cream ruffles, and she was like, "What are those?" And I just put one in her mouth, and she started chewing, and her face looked like it was pure disgust. She was like, "What is in this?" And I was like, "Cheddar." And she was like, "What else?" And I was like, "Cheddar," but it was sour cream, and
Yeah.
she was like, she spit it out.
Really? So I mean, I know people that won't eat anything but suck dick. You know what I mean? Or eat twat. You know what I mean? And I'm like, wait a minute, you can't tell me. I feel like
You're gonna eat ass, but you're not gonna
Like,
eat.
come on, bro.
You're not gonna eat ranch. You don't want to eat some fucking
that
ranch
ass is
on a
poop ranch. Like, don't even try to lie to me.
Holy shit!
But I'm serious, like, it blows my mind, you know what I mean? And, like, I'm not knocking anybody, but, like, I feel like, how do you know unless you try it? You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think there is some lines on things I wouldn't eat, though.
Like what?
Like, animals, like, nails. Nails or boogers. Like, is that vegan? It's not meat.
That's fucking.
But it's
Animals' nails.
yeah, like their hoofs. Like, Jell-O used
Do
to be...
people eat those?
Yes.
What?
Jell-O's made out of, like, horse hoofs.
Shut the fuck up.
I swear to you. Google it.
No.
You don't
I'm
Oh,
scared.
no, Jell-O shot
I like
there.
it. Well, I don't eat those.
I don't think it is
either because they have
anymore,
alcohol.
but I think it used to be. Or, like, horse bone. In Russia, they eat horse, and they drink horse milk. Isn't that wild?
For a long time, I was really fucking weird about milk. Like, I still kind of am. Like, I'll only drink milk if it's with something sweet or if it's with cereal. And, like, I
Like
have
cake?
to... Yeah.
Like chocolate
yeah,
cake?
yeah. But I have to, like, finish the whole... Like, I have to finish dipping my cookies. I have to make it, like, not just
Yeah.
milk before I drink it.
Man, I'm such a sucker for Oreo cookies.
Oh, God, they're so fucking good.
That's
Wish
how I
had
broke
some.
my diet over fucking COVID. I remember the day I fucking turned on Harry Potter and I bought a gallon of milk and a thing of double stuffed Oreo cookies.
The family size?
Oh my god. That's just
good.
like, Dude, I'm so bad. I can eat a whole box of cookies. I told you I'm a fat kid.
Well, I went and got crumble the other day, and then nobody ate them. I brought them to work. And
I have them. I have your fucking cupcakes.
No, those aren't mine. I brought crumble cookies.
Oh, I saw the cookies.
And I left
cupcakes?
with the crumble cookies. The cupcakes were from the abuelas for Danny's birthday. I literally took the cookies home, and I have like half of one left. So I had a 12 count.
How many did
I
you
think
eat?
I gave Elena like half of one. A couple people might have had a bite, but I ate every fucking cookie all week since last week when I...
Sebastian was so bad about eating like my food I'd leave out. I've thought about multiple times like leaving like chocolate bars and like putting like an XX chocolate bar
Oh my god,
in
that
there.
would be fucking hilarious, but terrible. One night, he pissed me off. This was like when I was kind of still new, and like me and him used to fight all the time. And we were supposed to work in a well together, and then they were like, "Skirt, we're not going to do that because it was going to be fucking bad." So they moved him, and he left his whole fucking bag of Reese's, and I ate every single fucking one.
So when I first started working there was a girl named Lindsay. And Lindsay and Sebastian like really hated each other, right? And Sebastian was in the middle well and I was in the far well with Lindsay, and Sebastian was here and Lindsay was on my left. And every time one of them would walk away, the other one would talk shit
Oh my
in my
God.
ear. And I literally I'm normally a happy person, but like when you're both constantly like I'm just like, where like this negativity, like I feel like people feed off that, you know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah, for sure.
the
And whenever
minute-
we fought, it was like that too. And then
Yeah.
we got to a point where like, I feel like I have to come in and just be like, you know what, like, I have no reason to fucking hate you or be mean to you, and like I'm genuinely like, generally, what is that word?
most general.
Generally, anyways, you fucking get it. Normally, I want to fucking be a nice fucking
Yeah.
person who's very like nurturing and caring, whatever. So like for me to really fucking not like somebody, it like takes a lot. And that was a long time that I did not fucking like him. But then I was like, you know what? He's really not that bad. So the days that we
Yeah.
fight, I'm pissed off for a couple days. But then I'm like the other night, we just hugged it out. We were
Yeah.
like, fuck it. And then the next day when I came to work, we hugged it out again. So,
Yeah. Like I don't know, like I don't like the other night when I was at work I was a little angry. But like when I get really mad, I just get quiet.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know like it's like venom. You know what I mean? Like
Your
I'm
words
I'm
hurt,
so
yeah.
worse than Brandon because I'll attack I keep like a little notebook in my head of like things that people are very self-conscious of, and like if it comes to that point, like
that's
when
kind of fucked up. But like,
yeah,
you're
bro,
right,
like
though. Yeah.
bro, I got the ammo, like
Yeah.
find out, you know what I mean? But I never like. How many times have I ever attacked anybody on their personal shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I might
I
make
think
fun
I've
of them
ever
for
heard
doing
you.
like dumb things.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I never like trash people because nothing really hurts me verbally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get annoyed. But like, I don't know. Most of my friends died when I was a kid, so like after that, I was just like, well, what could
What
you?
else is gonna
Yeah,
happen?
come at me, bro.
Yeah, no, that makes sense for sure.
I think I'd be more upset if someone was like verbally abusive towards you, or like if someone like verbally attacked Carly. That would be it. That would be my trigger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because she's like so sweet.
She is
Um,
absolutely the sweetest person.
or my
I've ever
dog.
met.
Like if you like, I feel like if someone like if I was to kill anybody over anything, it would be my dog.
Yeah,
And because my dog is the sweetest thing.
I've always felt that way too about my animals.
Yeah, I think it's. I think children and animals are very direct like reflections of who raised them.
Yes.
Like especially early kids.
Yep. Yep.
Like in like they're like 7 through like 13. Like you'll hear them say something like, "Where the fuck did you hear that?"
But like you heard it from.
Yeah, but then you meet their
guardian,
parents.
you know? Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
"Oh, you're a
They're
piece of
extra
shit."
pieces of shit.
And
Yeah.
if you like your kid doesn't figure out life, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll take one of those. Too.
Oh yeah, by all means.
Listen, I know that we kind of went off on the tangent about the food stuff and we changed the subject, but I want to go back to something real quick. Cannibalism.
Ooh, I would do it.
Would you?
100%.
Would you fucking do it?
Not like kill somebody and then eat them, but like say their like body was donated. Like if I could donate my body, like I'm an organ donor on my license. Like if
Me too. I'll always be an organ donor.
I don't know what
What's
you're
that
gonna
movie?
get.
Seven fucking. What is that movie with Will Smith? Some shit. 7 pounds.
I've never seen it.
Oh my god.
Is it cannibalism?
No, it's about organ donation.
Oh, I was really
You
excited.
should watch it. No, but I got a movie for you about cannibalism. And it's crazy because it's kind of romantic. And I watched it the other day. I was on TikTok. And, of course, TikTok knows all the fucking movies that come out because these people don't do anything but post TikToks and watch
Yeah.
Netflix and HBO Max and Hulu and all this shit. Anyways, they posted that this movie... Like, they posted a scene and they were like, ladies beware. So I'm like, ooh, what is this movie that we're bewaring about? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy comes in the background and he's pouring a drink. Yeah, I'm gonna learn how to do that one day.
I was trying to get in here.
He's like pouring a drink, and she's staring at this picture. And I thought the movie was called Flesh, but it's called Fresh, and it's on Hulu.
Oh,
It's an
I
hour
heard
and a
of
half.
this.
I think I've been talking about it since I watched it, so maybe you've heard me talk about
Yeah,
it.
maybe.
But
Guys, I'm holding a knife.
Yeah.
I've heard about this. Show me more.
anyways, so that's a big fucking lie, man. I don't think that
A
one's
little
gonna fit.
overzealous.
Yeah, I know.
Fresh. Wait, continue.
Anyways, yeah, very fresh. So the scene that I saw that was like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking watch this, and
If I take my finger off and put it in that beer. I should have picked a better
if you
knife.
take your finger off, we can cook it real quick, and then we can put it on a plate and pretend like
Would
we're
you,
gonna
eat, would you
enjoy
eat it? Would that break your red meat?
Oh yeah, that would upset my stomach. I probably can't do that. No cannibalism here.
No! Like, don't worry about this table. Antique teak wood.
Okay, so anyways, this movie Fresh, right?
God.
Oh god,
This
okay.
is ADD right
Yeah,
here.
for real, telling a story, just me in general, I'm just like, whoa, 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 all over the place.
She saw a picture on the wall.
Yeah, so she's looking at this picture of the wall, and then he's like, hey, try this, like, old-fashioned, he made it his way, special ingredients. And so she's like, well, what's in it? And he's like, well, why don't you guess the taste? So she keeps sipping it, and she's like, I don't know, fucking mandarin, like, fucking, I don't know, is that even a fruit?
Yeah.
Whatever. She's guessing all this shit, and he's like, close, close. So she finishes the glass. She starts to get blurred vision. She can't see him, and she fucking passes out. So I was like, I'm fucking watching this movie. After reading the fucking comments and shit, people were like, it's so good, it's so good. Anyways, it's about cannibalism. So if you're
eats her?
fucking against cannibalism, don't fucking watch it. But dude, I don't even want to tell you what happens because it's such a good fucking movie. And I like recorded my reaction in some of the scenes, and I was like, holy fuck. Like, you want to watch the trailer real quick?
I'm going to post it in. Yeah. Wait, can we do that? Do you think I'll get pulled from YouTube for that? Let's not. It might pull me. I don't know what the legality is on that. I had to pull one video for my soundtrack on one.
Why would you have to? We're basically promoting a movie on
Yeah, but
Hulu,
it's like how you promote it. So fucking shit like that's weird on YouTube because if it's like, so you could talk trash about a movie, but you can't talk trash and then show the movie unless you ask for rights or you include
I'm not
it.
talking trash about the movie. The movie was fucking amazing.
I don't think
and,
it matters either way.
Creepy as fuck, but like,
I'll watch it.
what if we don't show it? What if you
Let's
just
watch it after.
Okay, perfect. Anyways.
To be continued.
Yeah. So, to be continued. Anyways, it's called Fresh and it's on Hulu and everybody should fucking watch it because it's kind of honestly romantic. Like you want to romanticize this guy a little bit because he gets you in the beginning. He hooks you. It's about this girl who's going on dates to find love. She can't fucking find anybody that she likes and she meets this guy and then wham bam, thank you ma'am. He said, I'm gonna eat you, but not the way you want. It's crazy.
I think I would eat somebody. But it would have to be like a part of that, like the breast, like the.
What about brain?
I haven't eaten brain, but I think I'd have to start like monkey brain first.
I did I took microbiology in college and I was trying to get into like dental hygiene and all that shit, so I didn't do it at university. I did it at community college. No hate on community college. It's just a different level of microbiology you learn.
Yeah.
So we had to write research papers and she like put shit in a hat or a bucket and was like, pick this and this is what you're going to write about. So I picked this shit called Kuru and it's like, what is it? I always pronounce it wrong. I do apologize for offending anybody. Papua New Guinea. Mm-hmm. Is that it?
I have no idea.
I used to think it was Guinea because I thought it was like fancy, but it's I guess Papua New Guinea.
Yeah.
Anyways,
like a culture?
Yeah, so that's a country and they used to fucking so sorry.
Wow.
Anyways, in their country or in their culture, they when their loved ones die, they like eat the brains. And I might be telling a little bit of this wrong, so again, I'm not trying to offend anybody.
Yeah.
But literally they eat the brains and like the prions in your brain, I guess, would cause the people that would eat the brains to have like fucking crazy shit happen to them and like it would fuck them up. Yeah. But it like would fuck them up and I can't even remember anything really that happened, but I just remember writing about it and I still have the research paper. Maybe I need to read it again. But anyways.
That's wild. I don't know if I've eaten pork cheek in tacos. I've eaten cow tongue.
So I've never eaten cow tongue.
It's very chewy.
That's one thing that like I feel like I'm crossing the line. When I did eat like meat and stuff, I feel like eating a cow tongue.
Like, don't get me wrong, I didn't eat like a
wouldn't have
whole
done.
cow tongue. You know what I mean?
Maybe if someone didn't tell me that that's what it was.
And then you ate it.
Like, yeah, like if you were a cannibal and you were like, hey, you want some steak?
Maybe I'll
And
just
I
start
was
doing
like,
that to
yeah,
you.
I eat red
I'm
meat.
gonna be like, hey, taste this.
Taste this chicken, but it's really not chicken. It's fucking Sebastian's left toe that you cut off because he made you upset.
would
No, I'm
never
just
eat
kidding. We would
anyone's
never do
toes.
that to anybody, especially you see that.
I'd eat the butt. The butt or the shoulder. I feel like the butt's a very big muscle.
How would you cook it?
It would have to be like pulled. You know what I mean? Like
Pulled
pork.
butt cheek.
Yeah, pulled. I mean, that's what you eat.
What would you call it?
I guess that's what you call it. Pulled, because that's what they call it on pork. They say pork is very close to human.
No way.
In taste. I mean,
Shut the fuck up.
But we would taste good.
Well,
Think of like,
apparently cannibalism and the meat that people eat is like exquisite.
yeah.
Something that you like an addiction once you try it is what this movie is making cannibalism seem like. So,
Well, it might be because it's like taboo.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, if I die, I want to be cremated
I want to be cremated.
and then turned into chili.
I don't want to be turned into
I
chili.
want my girlfriend to eat it so I can tear that ass up one more time.
And anyways, we should probably change this. Would you let her know? Would you write her a letter first and be like, hey,
You have to eat.
like she gets it in a little box, like some guy in a briefcase and a suit, like Men in Black come knocking on
Yeah.
the door after you die, and they're like, "This is just one last gift from Joe."
Yeah.
and then it's a briefcase, and you open
Like
it,
a
and it's
note, like a love letter.
Like, I love you so much. Like
I always
want
wanna
to
be
roses are red, violets are blue.
Inside of you.
Yes, I always want to be inside of you. Here's a piece of my skin. The best muscle in the house. I hope you enjoy.
So-
Bone apple titty. Like, is that what you would say?
I like bone apple titty. There's a guy that he rode motorcycles with his son. He found out he had cancer, so he started getting tattooed. And then his dying wish was they skinned him like after he died,
What?
and they put his skin on the wall of the bar, all his tattoos. Isn't that wild?
Shut the fuck up.
I think if I wasn't cremated,
Hold on, what?
yeah, I swear to you, it's definitely a fucking thing. I saw it on Ripley's.
Do you, like, preserve it well? So
Yeah,
you
I mean,
can,
think
like...
about leather. Leather is skin.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
I don't even like thinking about leather. That shit is weird.
What was the other one that was really good like that? That Taboo show gets me sometimes, man.
Oh, you know what I just like? Okay, so when I went to visit my friend recently, last week, I went and watched, I never watched it before, Explained. Mm-hmm. Do you watch that on Netflix ever? So each episode's like 20 minutes long, and they're like explaining different things. Like one episode is like dogs and how they're proving people wrong about saying like dogs don't know if their husbands love them or some shit like that, but they're really like proving that like dogs can sense that their owners love them and they like also love them too. And then I watched a couple more episodes, and like every episode is just a different fucking crazy fact.
Yeah.
Like one was about music, and it was talking about fucking how country music evolved and how whenever Lil Nas X got put on to the top country or whatever it was, like the Billboard Top 100, everybody was freaking the fuck out because they were like, this isn't country music with Old
Yeah.
Town Road. So they were like, what is country music? Anyways, you should
Yeah.
watch that shit.
You know, music's so crazy how they try to like genre type. Like you go from EDM to like opera, and they're very different, but they're very much the same. You know what I mean? At
That's
the
what
same
they're saying
time.
about country and hip hop and R&B these days.
Well, if you think
And how
about the
they
very
kinda
like
cross
similarities,
over
like think
with
about
the 808s or some shit.
yeah, the drums. If you think about like what country talks about, like trucks, women, guns,
So does rap.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's what this fucking
Cars,
episode
women,
was talking
gun-
about. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. It's like passionate, and that's what they were saying is like in country music, like there's two circles, and like country music is like all this passion, and then so is hip hop and R&B, and like they
But I
kind
feel
of
like-
merge together a little
like
bit.
I feel like at the same time though, there are just people that have gotten signed by record labels that really don't make music. They just make noise. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Who's the girl that married the Beatles guy, Yoko Ono?
Sounds right.
Yeah.
I own a lot of Beatles t-shirts.
You know who I'm talking about, though? The
Been
Asian
to Abbey
girl?
Road.
The guy that
yeah,
got
I
shot.
feel like that name sounds familiar. Was it Paul McCartney that she married? No, it wasn't Paul McCartney.
I'm really bad about this stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll figure that part out later.
So she does like interpretive songs where she just like screams into a mic. She's and then she just stops and she goes, "Thank you." And it's like I guess it's a way of expressing yourself, but like but then you have another thing like I will prevail or I prevail, or whatever that rock group is, and they scream, but it's like on tune. I don't know. Or if you think of like Chester from Linkin Park, he screams into a microphone.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
Or Slipknot, and I love Slipknot.
Yeah.
It's weird, and like how our brain interprets, all of it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like music is almost like a high.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's honestly not a genre that I can think of right now that I absolutely fucking hate. Like I feel like I'm so like
jazz. I fucking hate jazz. I fucking hate jazz.
I don't hate jazz. But I fucking don't really like bluegrass, but I don't hate bluegrass.
Yeah.
But like, I went to See Grace recently, and they had like a jazz band, and it was like nice for that vibe.
Yeah.
But like, it depends on where you're at.
Sipping
and who you're
cocktails
with.
and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like,
you don't want to be in a field party with a bonfire listening to jazz.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But I feel like, once again, that's where country rock and hip-hop can all make their appearance.
Yes. I don't know. Music is just such a wild variety of like different stories. That's what they are. Yeah. Stories.
I also feel like when I'm in the gym, if I listen to like heavier music, like hard rap, like I love a lot of J. Cole.
That's how I am in the gym.
Yeah.
But I don't listen to that shit sometimes when I'm just driving in my car.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it motivates you more?
Yeah, it all depends. Especially like if I'm pissed.
Yeah.
And I'm in the gym. Like
Be Careful by Cardi B is my shit.
Really?
And the other day in the gym, I was just like,
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the first line that she says. And then she's talking shit about how, this guy, like, broke her fucking heart.
Yeah. It's weird because I feel like there's a lot of talent in a lot of, like, all right, take Eminem, for example. What a lyricalist, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But, like, do you hear him singing, rock songs? Like, it's just like, but the talent is still there, you know what I mean? Music's definitely an outlet, especially like in sports. I feel like music helps a lot too.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like if you take the Super Bowl where like they have like the sound behind it when they come on, it gets you all hyped for it. You know what I mean? Versus if they were to play the Wheels on the Bus, you'd be like Yeah.
I don't know. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star is a really good one. They could probably
with some bass.
Yeah.
Twinkle.
Okay. So like the Natasha Bedingfield song, Unwritten.
Not familiar.
Is it Natasha?
I have no idea who that is or the name of that song.
Yeah, you know that song.
Maybe.
The rest is still unwritten.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah. Anyways, so TikTok, there's these guys, they come in and they kind of make it like more lit. Mm-hmm. And now I'm obsessed with that version. Yeah. And I don't love the other version as much.
So it's crazy you say you don't really dig bluegrass because I got this band that you should listen to. It's called Iron Horse, right? Mm-hmm. And they cover a lot of like modern day songs in bluegrass.
Okay, I might be able to get back.
And like it's crazy because you're like, oh, I know all the words to it, so it's already cool. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I went to high school with a guy.
Just one?
Small school. Just two people, man. We weren't even homeschooled. It was weird. The halls were very silent. He, when he went to college, would like film himself recreating rap songs into country. Mm-hmm. And he has them on his Facebook. And sometimes, like, when I need a laugh, like, if I told him this, like, if he ever hears this, he's going to know it's about him.
Is he serious about it?
No, he's funny. He was always a comedian. I've known him since 3rd grade. Like, he's an awesome person. And, like, sometimes if I need a laugh, like, I might go look for this video to make me laugh because it's so funny. But he did Apple Bottom Jeans. He was like, Apple Bottom Jeans, boots with the
See, Iron Horse says that one too.
Yeah, like, that shit is funny as fuck. And I feel like, so maybe if I did listen to the bluegrass modern, I might like it.
Maybe, I mean, it's a vibe. You know what I mean? It's like being at Sea Grace and listening to jazz, I guess.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like on your motorcycle, the shit that we were listening to on the way here.
That's all homeless people.
That we were listening to?
Yeah, there's all homeless people.
Well, it was good for
Isn't that
music.
crazy?
Yeah. But like, you were like, what do you want to listen to? But like, when you rolled up, I was like, damn, he's vibing. Like, that was vibe. You know?
Well, it's crazy because like down in Myrtle Beach, they play everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they had Kid Rock in concert when I was there. That motherfucker is so old.
He is old as fuck. My sister loved him when I was younger.
Like, still getting it. And then like right after him, they had like some DJ, and I was like, wow. I was like, nailed both of them. The Tin Roof in Myrtle Beach is not the same as it is here.
So, my parents live 40 minutes from there.
Okay.
Their anniversary was in December, and on their anniversary, I was like, let's go to Miyabi's. But before Miyabi's, like, let's go by Tin Roof. I want to check out the Myrtle Beach location.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we never went. But then I heard
What's
some
Miyabi's?
things. Oh, Miyabi's is like a Konki, Osaka. They cook in front of you. Fucking
So that's a very cultural
throw the
thing.
egg in their fucking hat. Yeah.
And it's weird because, like, I bet you if we took Konki over to, I think it's Japanese, right? If we took it to Japan.
Japanese.
Good God.
Japan.
Here we go. We're getting bombed because of
Japan.
it.
Yeah, sorry. Japan. Fuck, I can't say it now. Goddamn.
If we took it over to Japan, I wonder what they would think of it.
They probably wouldn't like it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Australian people thought like Steve Irwin was a joke, and we all took him so serious.
Yeah, we did.
We were like,
R.I.P.
oh crikey!
Yeah.
You know, Americans eat them up.
But that's what, okay, I can't stop talking about TikTok because whenever I first heard about TikTok, I was like, I'm never fucking downloading this app. My friend was obsessed with it. Her birthday was coming up. I was like, fuck it. I made my first TikTok over a year ago. And it was dedicated to her birthday. I was like, I'm never fucking making one again. But lately, I've been trying to make some more.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I am funny.
Yeah.
To some people. Other people might think I'm fucking stupid and ridiculous. But, like, I think I'm pretty funny. And
I feel like the line between stupid and funny is very thin.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? What people think is dumb, other people think is hilarious.
Exactly. And I like dumb funny. I
Yeah.
think that if you say the most off-the-wall, ridiculous shit, that shit is going to make me laugh. Especially whenever it's, like, when I'm not expecting it. Like, Nick, whenever he just rolls out some shit.
Yeah. And you're like, what the fuck did
He
you
fucking
just
has
say?
me rolling, yes. So,
I bet you he was hilarious when he used to drink.
oh, I bet so, too.
Could you imagine a drunk Nick?
Yeah. I don't know, though.
I've been trying to get him on here, but he's got so much going on in his life.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's about to move, too. I'm excited for them. They're getting a townhouse and all
He's
that.
moving. Oh, he's moving out towards like Wake Forest. Or no, towards.
It's not far from me.
Yeah.
But anyways, TikTok, like, people from Australia and all this shit pop up on my feed all the time, and I'm like just watching their videos. I get obsessed with them and
Yeah.
like listening to them and like the shit that happens in Australia and like fucking Europe and all these people that
Yeah.
are like famous on TikTok.
I wonder. So I had a guy named, we call him TikTok Mikey when I worked at the Village, and he got like a $5 check a month for making TikToks. And
That's what I'm saying, man. I need to be doing that shit.
yeah, but like if you go through all of his content, it's solid. All of it. He doesn't
Yeah.
make like there's not a dumb one in there.
So there's some shit that I pick up, like the trends, and I'll redo it. But I want to be original. I want to like come up with shit in
Yeah.
my head and be like, wow, you know,
You
this
should,
is
like
funny.
if you ever go through my old Snapchats, are all fucking hilarious. You know what I mean?
I have Snapchats and I send them to people, and sometimes those people are like, "You need to make this
Just turn them into a
fucking
Vine.
TikTok."
Or a Vine. I turn him into a TikTok.
Dude, I was obsessed with Vine, and I used to make.
Dude,
funny
Vine was the
fucking
original
Vines. I
fucking-
don't know why it got.
Oh man, it crashed so. It's like oh
It was the original TikTok for sure.
yeah,
R.I.P.
yeah. They just went away. There's some funny ones on there, man.
And I wish I could get my videos back because I had some funny shit on there.
They take them all.
I mean, I don't know how to ever get them. Can I
Yeah.
log into Vine and they're still there? Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, I took a couple of my old videos. I mean, my TikTok's
Maybe
decent.
on my old phones.
I think I have like 10 videos. The only time I make a TikTok is like, oh, this is gonna be good. You know what I mean? I guess you only really need one. If they called me tomorrow, like this podcast, for instance, like I don't ever expect to get famous on it. But like, if you would ever name a time that you and I would sit down for like an hour and just bullshit, like with out of work, like when will we? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how this all started.
Right.
Because I was like, damn, I don't know any of the people, like any of my friends. I
Right.
don't know any of them.
Right.
And a couple guys that roll jiu-jitsu, I mean, they got some great stories. I got a military dude that's got some good stories about him. Like, it's crazy because, like, I never knew other sides of people.
And what better way to get people to be like, let's
Yeah.
hang out than, hey, you want to do a podcast?
Yeah.
Just like today.
Well, and the other thing is, like, I'm fucking in my 30s now, and, like, I'm so tired of going to the bar. You know, I'm just over it. It's nothing.
It's the same shit.
You get a headache the next day. You blow all your fucking money.
Yep.
You might get laid. Like it's over and over, and it's always the same bars in the same side of town.
That's how I felt too, and I felt like I could not get unstuck. And
Yeah.
I feel like I literally had to hit rock bottom to be like, oh, you know what? Maybe I should just change a few things.
Yeah.
So like I'll go out still, but being sober and being out, and I look at these people, I'm like, God, fuck, that used to be me. Like
Yeah.
these bitches twerking to fucking Maroon 5.
Yeah. Well, at the other side of it, it's like they look like they're having so much fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alcohol is such a crazy thing that's
It
so
is.
like widely accepted. Like, you know what I mean? Like for instance, right? Like you don't go to the bar and see people shooting up heroin, but you know what I mean?
No, you don't.
Like, but you see people out drinking all the time, you know what I mean? And like drinking, I'm
And
sure.
alcohol fucking kills you, man.
Oh yeah, or causes you to do things to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Like you drink and drive. You know what I mean? Which, like, when I was younger, Uber wasn't a thing. So I know so many people with DUIs. And I feel like this day and age, it's absolutely ridiculous to get a DUI.
Yeah.
Like, you have to try not to get an Uber. You have to wait till like 3 a.m. and be passed out drunk on the sidewalk to not get an Uber.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Ubers are like reasonably priced.
This
Except
gas
for
thing is kind of...
holidays and now gas. Yeah, gas is fucking out of this world. Crazy as fuck.
Which, ironically, when I was like 18, gas prices were about the same.
I remember when I was, just started driving, and then like when I got out of high school and still lived at home, but like had different jobs and stuff. Little River is so close, South Carolina, to my parents' house.
Yeah.
15 minutes. I would drive to South Carolina just to get gas because it'd be like maybe $2. Maybe less.
I've been
Maybe I
using
can get it for less.
that Get Upside app.
Oh, whenever we fucking ran out of gas last year, that's what I had to use to fucking find gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
And like, over the course of like the last 5 months, like I don't know how many times I filled my gas tank because I live so close to everything.
How much is it to fill your gas tank?
And my truck, $140 right now.
Okay, mine's like $80 for my SUV.
The Jeep was $90 today, and that was at dead empty.
Damn.
But like
I wait till dead empty. I'm so bad about getting gas. I fucking hate it. I hate getting out of my car and then getting back in my car and waiting for it to pump.
I always keep gas and everything because you never know. Like when the whole gas thing happened, I just like laughed. I was like, "Well, I mean, I have more than 3/4 of tank and everything. I had my motorcycle. I was just like, fuck all you guys."
I would love to be responsible like that though and actually like keep gas. But like, first of all, I don't even have storage space at my fucking apartment.
Yeah.
So
well, I don't know. I know a couple people. Oh, you getting crazy?
I want to try. You know, a couple people what?
Oh, all right. So hold it with your finger like this, and you put it in that divot.
Which side?
Like this thing.
I feel like I'm gonna cut myself.
You won't. And then put it in here, and look, it's not a this, it's a push, like push up. All right, now you use this finger to push up. Oh, you're gonna be one of the boys before you know it.
Oh, fuck.
You're so close. Turn a little bit. Oh!
Holy shit! Hell yeah!
Thanks for showing up at the bar.
Fuck these turds at the bar. You want to see me open up a fucking bottle of Corona? You want to see me open up?
No, I don't like it fresh. I mean flesh. I mean shit.
Oh, fucking Scott the other day was like, when I dressed up as you, I did the paper and I went,
yeah.
And Seven fucking died laughing. And then Scott was like, well, did you do the Corona trick yet? And I was like, no, I haven't learned how to do the open the poppin'. And he was like, I'm talking about where you throw it. And I was like, shit. And I never did it. And I fucking am so mad at myself because I think if I had done that shit, then I really would have been like Joe 2.0.
Yeah. I love like when I have like 3 in my hand, I stuff them all and I throw like a handful and I pull them out and people are like, what? And I'm just like, oh my God. And it's so funny because you can't possibly believe I did that.
But I did. Let me tell you. You did it like the weekend before. And Nick was right there, and I looked at Nick and I said, did he really just fucking do that? And Nick goes, no, he didn't really just fucking do that. And like walked off, and I was like, he was like, you really thought he did that? And I was like, yeah, I really did think that he just fucking made it in the bottle.
The illusion's so great. Or like, I love like, keeping pins in my hat, and I'll toss one down, and they're like, I don't have a pin. I'm like, it's literally right in front of you. Like, how like...
Oh, the worst part is whenever they order drinks and you're like, boom, 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 and you set them there and you're like, I need your money. And they're like, I need my drinks. And I'm like, they're fucking there. And they're like, what? How'd you do that so fast? And it's like, you're fucking drunk. Like, you're not even paying attention.
It's funny because, like, people just willy-nilly just give us their cards. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just, like, all the time. And I've never, like, stolen any kind of money from anybody. But, like, they're just like, especially drunk people, they're like, I'll pay for everything. It's like, everything? They're like, well, not his. I'm like, well, you almost did. You almost paid for everyone's drink.
Yeah, you gotta be careful telling a bartender that shit because that's the best thing I want fucking hear.
It's
not
like,
many tabs. You mean you're each getting one drink and I have to open 5 tabs, but that one person who is like, yes.
Yeah.
Because all you gotta do, Venmo.
Yeah.
All of that. Apple Pay, Venmo. Fucking...
If that would have been a thing when I was a kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's funny because, like, when we used to go out to the bars, and, like, I've gotten in numerous big fights with my ex-girlfriend about this one. We'd all throw our phones on the middle of the table, and we'd sit there and drink, and the first person would pick up their phones.
So I've heard about people doing that shit. I would have definitely lost every fucking time.
Oh, man.
I'm so bad about it.
I used to have people at the bar call people's phone over and over. I was like, yo, I'll buy your next drink if you just fucking keep calling this number.
That's
over
amazing.
And over. I had some dirty tricks with that. I'm like, yo, I think your phone rang, and they're just like out of habit. I'm like,
They
yeah.
just don't even think about it. Yeah, damn, that's fucked.
But one night we were at the bar from like 5:30 p.m. until like almost 2, and like I could hear my phone blowing up. I knew it was my ex at the time. I was like, she's gonna be so mad. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not paying this $300 tab.
This phone today. Yeah, no, that's a tough one. I would probably be mad if I was a girlfriend and that shit happened. But
Yeah. It's weird because I'm not like that with the girl I date now. Like, I call her like all the time, and I feel like when like you really legitimately care about somebody,
that's how you know it's real.
Yeah.
When you don't worry.
Yeah.
You just trust.
Yeah. I mean, she knows I bartend. I'm in a crazy world. I call her like right when I get off work every time, or I'll shoot her a text or anything. And I feel like that's just like the easiest thing in the world. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like check in. You know what I mean? Because realistically, it comes down to it's just her and I versus world.
Right.
Like anything could happen.
Yes.
You know, like. And, like, it's like, damn, when's the last time you talked to him? Like, when was the last place you saw him? It's
yeah.
Like, I had a buddy when I was in high school. Well, no, like, right out of high school. I had to be over 21. He was a diabetic, and something happened where he got out of his car and tried to jump over this fence, and he broke his leg and didn't have any insulin, and he died. They found his car. I couldn't find him, and his body was literally 100 yards away from where they fucking found his car. Still running, ran out of gas, out of light. Fuck. And we still to this day don't really know what happened. But he was missing for like weeks, and we were like, fuck it, we're going to go look for him. And we walked behind this guy's house, and we could smell him. And we knocked on this guy's door, and I'm like, hey, man, I was like, I think our friend's in your backyard. You know what I mean? So we went back there, and there he was, fucking all bloated and shit. And
Holy
like,
shit.
No one had heard from him. Like, his girlfriend hadn't heard from him the whole day. And like, a one phone call, you know what I mean? Could have just, changed everything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's fucking wild. Yeah, holy shit.
People thought he got kidnapped. People thought he got murdered. You know what I mean? But nope, jumped the fence, broke his leg.
Yeah, so I go through phases. Like, I'm always texting somebody, always talking to somebody, but like, I try to answer my phone every time it rings. I try to. There's some days that I'm probably, if I'm not answering, it's because I'm sleeping or I had just walked away from my phone. But I feel like I'm such an anxious person that I feel like if I were to miss a phone call and then not call the person back or like text them and make sure
you think they hate you?
No, not hate. I'm like, what if they fucking died? I'm always thinking the fucking worst. So like, I don't know. When I do miss a phone call, I know, and I'm like, fuck. And then there's some days that I'm just like, my social battery is completely zero, and I'm like, God, I fucking am just like praying that nothing bad is going on because I'm like, I just don't have the ability to talk to this person. You know, it's like a fine line between like the space I'm giving myself, the boundaries I'm setting, and then like, well, what if they're fucking dead? And I'm like, oh, that's the phone call I missed.
I don't know. So I got this rule. Like, everyone gets one. You can call me at like 5 a.m. and be like in Virginia, and I'll come get you. But you only get one.
Yeah.
A couple people got two, Brandon. Broken down on the side of the highway at like 4 a.m. And you know what I mean? And I'll come get you. I was like, but it's not, like, I'm not going to do it every time. My girlfriend did it anytime. You know, it doesn't matter. But like you go to jail.
You have to set that time boundary.
Like, I'll tell her, I was like, do you want this? Is this what you want? I was like, I'll come bail you out. I always keep cash in my house because of that. I'm like, you never know.
So I got arrested one time.
Once.
Yeah, only once. And I was in Wilmington. Some shit happened. Anyways, they were gonna take me to county overnight, and I was freaking the fuck out, like literally freaking the fuck out. And I was like, call my dad. And anyways, somebody got it on a video. I've never seen the video, but my friend, my roommate at the time, saw that I got arrested because it was her friend that fucking posted the video. Just like small world, like people were there at the same time. They were gonna take me to county, but this girl that I used to work with fucking knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody, and fucking with my ex-boyfriend, her and him literally just like blew up the police station that night and literally got me out of going to county. So I didn't get fingerprinted or mugshot or anything.
Shit.
They just fucking let me go, and they were not happy. Like, the guy that arrested me was not fucking happy. He had to walk me out. And like, it's really like, I feel like I owe her.
Yeah.
This is like 5 years ago.
Yeah, so maybe
5
she
years
gets
ago. Yeah, maybe, you know, if she ever needed me. But, you know, me and her don't really talk. We kind of lost touch. But, like, honestly, I think about it all the time. And I'm like, damn, she really fucking helped me out. And she doesn't even know. She got me an amazing lawyer. I had 2 court dates fucking dismissed because it was going to be a misdemeanor. And, like, fucking got that shit off. And, like, it's just awesome.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy how, like, the court systems work. and shit. They fuck you so bad.
Yeah.
I've been to jail quite a lot, at least 7 times, over just dumb shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can get arrested over anything.
Yeah.
It's so fucking dumb.
And it's crazy because the fines and the bills. I think one of the worst ones I fucking got arrested for was I was 21. I got DWI. I blew under .08, but I didn't have a license, so they hit me with a DUI.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, what the fuck, man? And it was like 9 a.m. in the morning. I was driving to work. So then, not only did I get arrested, I got fired. And I didn't have any money. I was just
fuck.
Great. I was like, I don't have a job. And I was like, and now I have court fees. And I was like, and nothing. So I got put on probation. And then my probation officer, I can't remember if he got fired or he quit. He went MIA for like 2 months. And then they come pick me up again. And I was like, what do you want me to do? You know, it's such an easy circle to get stuck in, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
And like everyone's like criminal justice. I'm like, bro, I was like, you can't fine someone $1,000, you know what I mean, for taking a piss behind a dumpster one time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and where does that money really go?
Mm-hmm.
I was just watching this thing the other day. So they have this thing called like, if you have like an ungodly amount of money on you, like 40 grand, the police can take it from you if they pull you over. It's in your car.
Are you fucking kidding
I fucking
me?
swear to you.
So it could just be like us bartending and saving up money and not fucking like depositing it, and they could literally take it from us.
And it started because I watched this guy. He had $200,000, and it was like all of his money. He's a fucking combat vet, and they pulled him over. And they're like, oh, we're just gonna. He's like, you know, I'm clean. And here's the money, like blah blah blah. And they like took some of his money and they put it out in the field, like out towards away from his car. And the dog triggered on it. They took all of his money. It took 4 years to get back. He's like, this is all the money I have, and you're taking all of it from me. You know, he's super cool about it. He finally got it back, but it happens all the time. And the fucked up thing is, if they seize that money, they get 90% of it.
Are you fucking
Not the
kidding me?
arresting officer, but the police station do.
That's
Isn't that crazy? So they
That
have,
is so fucked. God damn, that is so fucked
like,
up.
if you really think about how the police are ran, it's just a gang that works for whoever, you know, the state. There's a town in fucking Virginia. It's a shithole town. Great looking
Is it called
courthouse.
Grundy?
I can't remember. It's like
Some of my family used to live there. I don't know.
it's notorious for this actually, and what it is they arrest you or they give you speeding tickets, knowing that you won't come back to that town to pay your ticket, or to try to fight your ticket. And if you go to their courthouse, all their speeding is like 3 miles over, 3 miles under, and they just pull you over and over. And their courthouse looks great. It's like marble and shit. Like that in churches blow my mind. You know what I mean? Like they just put up one right down the street, and it's a monstrous. It's beautiful. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good looking church, but like, bro, like our hood is like on fire. You know what I mean? There are people homeless right now, and you build this.
I've always thought that the money for churches is a ridiculous thing. And like, I grew up like going to church every fucking Sunday, every fucking Wednesday, every Sunday night. Like,
Jesus.
that is how exactly Jesus. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus. So my granny, she passed away over a couple years ago, and she was super, super like religious. So my Papa Sam actually passed away when my mom was 17, 2 weeks before her graduation. And this is going to be a sensitive subject for my mom when I tell her that I rode a motorcycle tonight, because he died on a motorcycle.
Oh, really?
He got hit by a train. Yeah, it was kind of fun.
You got hit by a train?
Yeah, so Pinehurst. You ever been to Pinehurst?
Yeah.
So, he was riding his motorcycle. 2 guys were on the little bridge. They're waving at him, telling, you know, he thinks they're waving. They're waving because there's a fucking train coming. He can't hear it because of the motorcycle.
Yeah.
They didn't have the railroad signs or anything. The only way
No
they could
shit.
identify him was his boots. Yep. And so my mom has always been like really sensitive about motorcycles and stuff, but trying to get back to where I fucking just lost my train of thought.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
Church
so
money.
Jesus. So right after that, my granny got like super fucking religious, I guess, because my mom one day was like, you know, Granny used to drink beers before, blah, blah. But my whole life, my granny was super religious. Like, she also went through a fuck ton of shit. I mean, like, she couldn't walk.
Yeah.
She had rheumatoid arthritis. She had multiple knee surgeries and broken elbows, and like, she couldn't really use her hands. Like, from 10 years old until she died, basically, I feel like when they needed me to help, I would. 17, I tore my ACL, so I couldn't help as much as lifting her and stuff. But like, they sent me on a vacation when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Because I was the only one that could like help get her ready and like take care of her and take her to the bathroom and shit like that. And she was always super religious. And it's not that I like despised churches, but I think because it was so forced on
upon
me
you.
as a kid, and just like, I just remember being a little kid and I was a little shit because I would fucking whine about wanting to go to church and stuff. And like, yeah, I'm older now and like I pray and stuff, but like I don't go to church like I should. And I fucking talk a lot of shit. So for someone to look at me and be like, you believe in God? But like, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have my own relationship with God. I don't fucking need to go to a building with a bunch of people that I don't know that are fake. You know what I mean? Like, well, you know how many people that are fake that actually go to church?
I feel like the churches are so fake. You want to see fucked up people go to a fucking a breakfast place on a Sunday,
dude? Oh my god, and they're so rude and they don't know how to tip.
Like it's like,
tip your fucking servers.
Have you ever got like the little like fake $20 bill that you open up and it's like a prayer and it's like, bro. Yeah. But you know what's even crazier to me about that is like how religion and like government have gone like
hand in hand
all the way, even to now. You know what I mean? And I feel like that is things that we need to like. I understand that America was like founded on like, you know, Christians and Jesus and all that good stuff, but maybe that's great, but like God doesn't make me fucking, you know, do community service.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I don't know, and like I maybe there's God, maybe there's not. I don't know, and I feel like saying I don't know is how I really feel versus like trying to preach something that I don't believe in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I never fucking push it on anybody. I would never want to do that. And that's the thing that I feel about with like churches and people who are like, not all pastors, but like there are some, you know, that you meet that are like that. And I think another thing like that stopped me wanting to go to church when I was younger is the pastor that I had that I loved that passed away, you know? And it was like after that, they built a new church.
Yeah.
What was wrong with our tiny one?
Yeah.
Our church grew, but like going back to it, like my granny donated so much of the money that she got from my papa passing away
to the church,
and I think that's crazy. Like,
buy your way to heaven kind of thing.
There's 3 children that could have used that money. They could have done something else with that money. So,
that's funny.
I don't know. I just think that like. Yeah, you guys need funds and stuff, but just, I don't know. There's horror stories with churches, too. And shit's never happened to me.
It's a very weird thing.
It is weird.
You know, that, like, that's a thing. Like, preachers touching little boys, and that's been going on for so long. Or, like, those mega guys, like the mega church. You ever see them? Like, where they, like the guy, the COVID-19. Have you seen that guy with the big head? Like, he's got, like, a mansion.
Yeah.
And, like, come on, bro. I feel like that and... what's it called? Career politicians are just like scum of the earth.
And I feel like the kids that are raised in churches like that are so sheltered. But like, what happens when they get out into the real world?
Yeah, I mean, Christianity is one thing, but look at like Mormonism.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and that's a very, very new religion. You know what I mean? It's like a couple 100 years old, something like that. It's not that old. And like the story behind that is they found a book by a tree. I might be wrong on that.
I don't know. I don't really know much about it. Like, but it's all somebody believing in somebody.
Yeah. And now we have Scientology, Pastafarian.
Yes.
Someone believes that there is a giant flying spaghetti monster. Have you seen that one? And there's people that put strainers on their head and take their driver's license. Oh, bro, I wish I was making this one up.
Oh my God, this is a new fucking world. Holy shit, I don't know about any of this shit.
But you can make up your own religion to say, and people have to be okay with it. You know what I mean? I feel like because of social media, it's like blown up a lot of things. I feel like social media has made racism worse.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's put a big divide in, you know what I mean? When I was a kid, like, we didn't have, I think MySpace was the first thing that came
Oh my God, I remember I wasn't allowed to have a MySpace. Like, okay, growing up, I wasn't allowed to play with Pokemon cards. No Harry Potter.
Yeah, the Harry Potter is a big thing, too, because it's witchcraft.
Yep. And, like, I'm kind of into that shit, like vampires, werewolves, all that shit. Like, that is shit that, like, honestly, it was high school.
Yeah.
I've always been a rebellious kid. High school, I was I stole my granny's car at 14. I got pulled over.
Sweet.
By 4 state troopers. And I think after that, she kind of fucking despised me. But I also think that I was one of her favorite fucking granddaughters. I really do. Like, I still have so many voicemails when I listen to them. I'm like, you know what? Me and her fought so fucking bad. But, like, I feel like she kind of wanted to live through me a little bit because she wasn't able to do that. And I don't know, my aunts and uncles, if they hear this, they might be like, what the fuck? But, like, you know, like, I was a little fucking bitch.
Yeah.
I was such a bitch. But, like, oh my God, just thinking about some of the shit that I did.
So I just recently found out like maybe within the last year, that it's not bi-curious, it's vicarious.
Well, I just found out that it's not bi-curious, it's vicarious.
Oh my fucking God. Fuck me!
Someone corrected me the other day. You said bi-curious.
Yeah, I've been saying
That's
that.
like you're curious about being a
I
lesbian.
know, I always thought it was weird.
Who corrected you?
My girlfriend.
Now you gotta tell her.
I was like talking to people, and I was like, yeah, I've always like bi-curiously lived through a couple people. And then like later on,
It
she's like,
sounds like you say bi-curious though.
yeah, but I
it's-
mean, but
I've
she
always
caught
said
it.
I think Scott actually corrected me. I think I said vicariously in front of
Scott's
him.
never
and he
wrong,
said
ask him.
vicariously. Yeah, he's never wrong.
He's never wrong.
Never, ever,
Sebastian's never wrong.
never. But anyways, yeah. So like, I finally did watch all the Harry Potters when I got older, and
Did you read
I
the
really
books?
liked them. Nope, but I did read Twilight. Got fucking suspended in high school for reading that fucking
For reading
shit.
Twilight?
Mr. Lynch, West Brunswick, big ol' FU. Yeah, fuck him. He, you know what? Like, there's not a lot of people I despise, but
It's
I fucking
wild that
despise him.
they
And he
suspend
taught
you
my
for
older
reading.
sister. Yeah, so this is the story. This is what happened, okay? I was really big into the Twilights. I never read the books until after I watched the first movie. I went on a date, went with a bunch of people. I was talking to this kid in high school, saw Twilight, and I was like, holy shit, like,
Yeah.
Bella, Edward, Jacob, like,
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with this fucking movie. And so I borrowed, I think, all the books. I think I had a library card to, like, my mom's library. She would take me all the time growing up, too. I would go and, like, sit in the children's corner. So then she
All the way through high school, you're in the children's corner.
all the way. And then I finally explored the Twilight series. So I read all the Twilights, and I remember I was so into it. It was like all I could do.
Yeah.
It was all I thought about. So like I took the book to school. So I'm sitting in third period history. He's talking about his Vietnam War story that I've heard probably 1,000 times because he told it almost every day that I worked there. Anybody who shared that class with me
Back in Nam.
yeah, anybody who had that teacher knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And I would literally sit there and just read because I've already heard your story. You're not teaching us really anything except
Yeah.
for your history. You're not telling us anything else that's
Yeah.
going to help me pass this fucking exam. So he asked me to put my book away. And, you know, I did. I put it away. He kept talking. I'm sitting there and I was like, fuck it. Pulled it back out. Start reading. He sends me to the principal's office. The assistant principal, Mr. Middleton, didn't like him either. I didn't like them because of mainly this situation. But, like, after that, I fucking never liked them. They called my mom, like, was working. So they called my older sister. She's got a daughter my age. So, like, my mom and her were pregnant at the same time. We're 3 months apart, me and my niece. And, they called her and they were like, yeah, we're going to give her a 3-day suspension. And
No time to finish the books.
and it was just because I was reading in class and it wasn't appropriate, I guess. And like my sister was like, you're not going to send her home for 3 days, but I will come pick her up. It was third period. She was like, I will pick her up today and she will be back tomorrow. And he was like, okay. He did not argue. So I only got the rest of the day off. And like,
Oh,
isn't
that's
that so
wild.
fucking stupid? It's the stupidest shit.
I had a principal like that in middle school. His name was Dr. Dennis. And he was just weird. He locked me and my buddy in his office one time.
Locked you in there.
In his office,
That's
his corner
creepy.
office, and like confess everything. It's weird. And
He
then
probably needed to confess his fucking rape
it
stories.
gets
'cause
even
that's what
better.
it sounds
Oh,
like.
it gets so much better. So,
Was he an actual
was-
doctor?
he had a doctorate degree in something.
Oh,
so
fuck that guy. Probably
he was a very creepy looking guy. Just heavy set, big gut, twig arms, sunken in eyes. He's just weird guy. And he was always like, I mean, whatever. So this girl hit me up in my Facebook when I first got Facebook. I didn't have Facebook until I was in my late 20s. She's like, you won't believe this. I hadn't talked to her in like since middle school. And I'm like, oh, it's good to see you. She's like, no, check this out. Hits me with a link. He got caught in Asheville with like 300 sex tapes with little kids. And fuck, I was like, I fucking knew it! Fucking knew it!
Oh my god!
And I tried to find him the other day when I was at work. I was telling Allie about this, and I was like, I actually know this guy. And like, it always brings me back to like that time he locked me and my buddy in his office. And I was like, wow.
He was gonna rape you.
I don't think he was gonna rape us at school, but I was like, you're gonna come back to my house. I don't know.
He's
And
gonna
what,
Take you to the dolphin rape cave. That's crazy.
well, on the other side of that, my buddy Cliff at the time, they separated us and they left him in his Dr. Dennis's room while they tried to talk to me. We were skating in the hallway. We were skateboarding in the hallway. That's what we got in trouble for. Which, I mean, whatever. Like, we were kids. The skater boy was big.
Yeah. You can wear Heelys, but no skating.
Yeah.
I used to
So,
wear my Heelys to school.
he was telling me, like, when we got back together after school, he's like, yeah, I pissed in Dr. Dennis's drawer in his office, right? I was like, yeah, fucking right, fuck you. The next day he gets fucking suspended for a
Oh
week because
my
he
God.
fucking pissed in his drawer. I'm like, bro,
actually
you're
did
such
do
a
it.
fucking legend. Yeah, it was
That's
good.
wild. There was a teacher in my middle school that nobody fucking liked, and it sucked because like one of her daughters was our classmate,
Yeah.
and I don't remember exactly the story, but I do know that a kid tried to put Visine in her fucking coffee. I don't know if it actually
Went
happened.
through. Actually,
Yeah.
believe it or not, enough of that will kill you.
That shit will make you shit your pants.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
So I don't know if he was like, I think it was a guy that did it, but like
Yeah.
you gotta really fucking hate your
Yeah.
teacher. But like also, teachers are fucking assholes.
Yeah. No, so,
Like school should be a fucking safe place, especially for like the kids who are struggling at home.
Yeah.
And then you get like
stuck
me,
in the
like
public school system.
you know, like I was a fucking rebellious fucking little troubled piece of shit. But
Yeah.
like at school, I feel like my teachers fucking bullied me.
Yeah.
And yeah,
No,
I
without a
didn't
doubt.
cooperate because
I-
y'all suck.
I think the simple fix to that and like police brutality is just to pay them more. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like a stupid amount. It's really hard to be a teacher.
Yeah,
It's
they don't
really
get
hard to
paid
be a
enough at
cop.
all.
I'm not like excusing either of them. It's just hard. I work for the Y. I know it's hard to deal with kids. And it's
Mm-hmm.
really hard to deal with parents. And I can't imagine being a cop. You never know if someone's going to shoot, stab. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you say give them $100,000 a year, you know what I mean, with benefits, and train them better, I highly doubt there's going to be an angry cop out there that gets $100,000 a year. You know what I mean? And if their money depended on how they behaved, I don't think it would be the way it is.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think having like the laws, our money goes to the state, is super fucked. When why else would they push traffic laws against us? You know?
Yeah.
I got pissed.
Fuck all those traffic laws.
Hold it up. Oh. Dang, it was a good pee, in case anyone was curious. One of I believe that men and women should have equal rights, but one of the really cool things about being a guy is I can literally piss anywhere.
You can, as long as it's not in public, because then you're gonna be a fucking
You know, I've never
pedophile or whatever the fuck.
I feel like we villainize naked people.
Yeah.
And I feel like, sure, being like swinging your dick in someone's face is bad, but I also don't think there should be anything wrong if you want to walk down the street naked. Like,
Right.
the whole free the nipple thing that's just gone through. Like, I don't mind seeing titties, don't get me wrong, but like the fact that girls always have to cover up their fucking nipple is crazy to me. And it's even crazier to me is that guys have nipples. You know what I
Yep.
mean? It's like the part that we both have, you're supposed to cover, but the rest of your boob is fine.
Because it's sexualized.
Yeah, definitely. And it shouldn't be like. And I think I don't know. It's weird, but like at the same time, people have foot fetishes, but you can walk around in saddles.
Dude, yeah. Speaking of weird, two things. Because you said foot fetish. We'll come back to that one. Number one, there's this show, and I'm pretty sure it's in Australia, and it's called God, what the fuck is it called? I don't know. It'll come to me. But basically, it's a dating show. Okay? And everybody's naked. But you don't see their face. So how it works
boy.
is, say there's like 10 dudes standing in line, and I'm the girl, and I'm picking what I like, and we start at the feet and you go up. And then if we get to the face or whatever, basically I pick the one that I like the best.
Oh,
and
God.
then once I pick them and I've eliminated all the other people, they have the opportunity to be like, well, I don't like you.
They can see your face.
Yeah. Like
They can see your
at
whole
the
naked
end-
body.
Well, so you see all the dudes lined up like naked.
Are they standing next to each other?
Yeah.
So they can see each other.
Yeah. So
That's even great. I'd be like, yo, Shane, can I pick you? Look at that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, so I don't even know. And it was on some streaming service, but like we don't have it here. But so it's called Naked Attraction.
Oh, wait, I have heard of that.
Yeah, but I've never watched it because we don't get it here. But I think that shit is fucking crazy. I think that's crazy as fuck.
There's a way you can change your URL so it looks like you're in Australia. You can probably
But this
pick it
is
up.
like how they're standing up.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I
And
don't-
like,
I don't know. I feel like
it's
when I
just
was
wild as fuck that this is how dating is.
when I was like super young, I was like very shallow when it came to females. Like, I didn't care about their personality, but like if Carly didn't have the personality she has, like she has a rocking body, I don't know if we'd be together. You know what I mean? Like it's like a lot about her.
Personality is so important. And like,
Yeah.
I feel like for me, it's always kind of been important. I feel like if you did a board of all the guys that I've dated or even like been intimate with,
Yeah.
you would be like, what, like, they're so different.
Yeah.
Some of them might have similar, like, careers.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them are like, wait, you dated that guy? You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
I don't know. Like,
I've always tried to go for personality. Most of the time, they're pieces of shit. But, like, I'm trying to get away from that.
I think 19 through 26, I'm like, daddy issues.
Yeah.
I was like, no car, no job, no ambitions. Perfect.
Yeah,
Come the fuck on.
Yeah.
Bipolar, alcoholic. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was me, all wrapped in one.
I guess that's what happens when you work in the fucking bar industry, though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, the bar industry will make you crazy.
Well, so I didn't start working in the bar industry till a year ago, but I've always been in like restaurants and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't matter. I think I've just always been a drunk for the most part. So it's like, fuck it. I'm drunk. I don't care what you look like. But like at the end of the day, it's like, fuck personality. If I'm going to date somebody is what I want. You know what I mean? And I also want them to be like a kind person. Like you can fucking talk shit all you want, but I want you to at the end of the day be like a decent fucking human.
Yeah. You don't kick puppies.
Yeah. No puppy.
No puppy kicking.
You can slap the fuck out of a child, though. No, just kidding. Or am I kidding?
I was on a plane once, and this child was like screaming in my ear.
Oh no!
And I was like looking at Carly. I was like, this is the day I go to jail.
Oh no!
We went to the Festival of Lights, and there's this guy who was holding his baby right next to my head, and he like. I looked at Carly, I was like, wah! Wah! Like, the guy looked at me, I was like, bro, just go anywhere, away from me. Like,
and that's what sucks is, like, we don't have kids, you know what I mean? So we don't know, like, the nightmares of it. But, like, fuck, I have 10 nieces and nephews, and I know that, like, anytime they scream or cry, I'm just like, oh my God. But it's like, you kind of have to fucking tend to their needs. Because that shit, if you don't, in the
give
future,
them a good shake, like,
in the future, if you don't fucking tend to their needs, they're gonna have fucking issues. They're gonna be traumatized. That's why we're fucked up.
Yeah, I think there's a line. Like, after, like, 6 or 7 years old, you still cry like that. Like, there's, you know what I mean?
Some kids walk all over. There's this guy on TikTok. He fucking came on my For You page the other day. His son was like, bye, I'm leaving. Like, wanted to leave because he said he didn't like his dad. So he's, like, walking out the door, and his dad's like, okay, bye. He's like recording it. He's like, have fun. He's like, bye. And he's like, have fun. Whatever. The kid goes and he realizes his dad's not chasing after him. And he started fucking screaming, crying, losing his shit. And the dad is just laughing at him. And there's a couple where the dad put up a video of him trying to do nap time. And the kid's like, no, I don't want to. And the dad was like, yes, you are. And like gave him his shit back. That's kind of funny parenting, I think. But it also might scar your child. Tough love, man.
My older brothers beat the brakes off me when I was a kid. And I feel like that's why I don't whine and complain about things. Because, like,
yeah.
You know, like, there was a time where I was, like, homeless and stuff. And that's why I don't, like, I get that, like, money's hard to come by. You know what I mean? And, like, I also feel like there are people that have, like, never had to struggle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And
most of them who don't struggle are entitled. And then there's a handful that are, like, very humble. But most of the people are pieces of shit.
It's crazy, like, when people come, like, and this is not everybody, but when people come from money and always had money and always had their shit paid for, like, by someone else, and then, like, they get to a point where they have to pay for things, like, oh, this is expensive, like, I know, like, gas. Gas is, like, one of those things that slap people in the face, like, later on in life.
Absolutely.
Rent. What else is another one? If you have a hobby.
Fucking groceries.
Groceries are bad, too.
Yeah.
And, like, you don't think, it's like, I just want to eat.
Yeah, yeah. There's this girl that, comes for one of our bartenders. Anyways, which one is it? But I haven't seen her in a while. But she did pop up on my TikTok recently. But I remember it was one day that it was Bass. He wasn't there, and she was like ordering drinks. Her tab was like $36. I think I might have talked about it the other day. And she was like, "What? I've never paid this much." And I'm like, "Bitch, like." What do you mean you've never paid this much? Because you get free shit? Like,
is that what happened?
I think so.
A girl sucked your teeth at me the other day because her beer was $6. I'm like, do you not want it?
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Take it.
People are crazy. It's like, you came here to drink. Why do you think it's going to be free?
Yeah.
What is free in life?
Barely even air at this point.
Yeah, honestly. Not gas.
Not water.
Not water. So, like, if you go to a bar, prepare to, like, pay your tab, you know what I mean?
Well, it's crazy because, all right, so things are expensive, yes. But there's a lot of things people don't know. Like, did you know McDonald's offers endless fries? Like, you get refills on fries?
Shut the fuck up.
Didn't know that.
Since when?
Apparently that's their thing. What? But no one's ever, like, And then
No, people don't want you to know that.
there's a
shit.
guy on TikTok that covers some things that you never knew. Like there's lifetime warranties on a lot of shoes.
No
that
way.
you have.
I've thrown away so many that my dog has chewed up, and I bet I had.
And rainbows, like their sandals.
Oh
lifetime
yeah,
warranties.
I have rainbows.
Everyone knows them for that, but there's like some Nike brands do it. Like SB is real big about it.
Wow, I did not know that.
And if your shoe's falling apart and they can't fix it, they give you a new pair of shoes. I was like, damn, that's fat. You know what I mean? Like, why do we pay so much for this name brand shit? You know what I mean? There's gotta be a reason. And a lot of it's like that.
Yeah, so like obviously I wear some name brand stuff, but there's a lot of shit that I just like. TJ Maxx.
Oh, yeah,
Maxx is
Marshalls?
legit.
Ross?
Yes, absolutely. I love those places.
So if my sleeve's a little longer on one side.
Yeah, who cares? I bought something one time and like the fucking straps were sewed completely wrong. So my mom unstitched it and sewed it for me. Yeah. I went to a few thrift shops today though. And I was like, or like consignment shops and shit. I was looking for some furniture and I went to, out of the 4 I went to, my favorite one was in Cameron Village and it's called, Cheshire. I don't know.
Is it right there by the Moe's?
It's right by Wolfgang Bakery and like
I know
where
exactly what you're
Biscuit.
talking about.
It's underground.
Yep,
Dude,
yep.
I walked in and I was like, yo, this shit has... They have
it upstairs too, don't they? The upstairs is like a pawn shop looking thing.
I think so. I only went downstairs though, but like... There was like a section just for records and I texted my older roommate and I was like, dude, you need to come here to get your records. And he was like, I literally just went a month ago. Like that place is awesome.
Yeah.
They had like... Next Halloween, I'm definitely going there to get my costume shit.
Well, now I know you dress up the way you do. Oh, it's on Halloween.
Oh, I go to Goodwill and shit. Well, I already showed you what I'm going to do for one of my costumes.
Maybe we could all dress up like the Pac-Man ghost and have stuff.
I always like to do fucking...
Dude, I like to go out too.
Shit, and like...
No one does. Everyone's so self-conscious about shit. I'm just like, well, I'm already ugly, so...
And that's me. It's like in fucking 11th grade in high school, I fucking dressed up as Joe Dirt for Celebrity Day. Like, literally...
I can see it.
Did
Same
Justin
beard?
Bieber. Huh?
Same beard.
No. I think I normally throw my shit away. I've been trying to keep shit and like, you never know when you're going to need it for another costume. I have like a whole thing. I did like the sexy stuff in high school and then like a couple years in college. And then I was like, I'm way more funny than this. Like, I
this
need
is
to,
not
like,
it.
do more stuff. So like, I've done Tina Belcher from Bob's Burgers, painted my face to look exactly like her. No one recognized me. I've done fucking Dr. Evil. Lord Farquaad, like that shit is funny as fuck.
No,
why don't more people dress up like that? And when I see girls,
everybody wants to be sex appeal.
And whenever girls don't do that, I'm like, yes, queen, slay. Like I'm more into like the funny shit. Be fucking funny. That shit is so funny. That's why I dressed up as you at work because I was like, I'm about to win this fucking contest.
Yeah.
Like,
do you ever get paid for it?
No.
Scott,
you need to pay me for this. No, he's got a lot of shit going on.
No,
I
he
don't want to bother him yet, but trust me, it's coming. He says he doesn't forget anything, so
we should wait years and be like the interest on that.
Oh yeah, I should start adding interest for every month.
10% interest every month.
Every month.
God, that would add up quick.
He would hate me. He'd be like, "I have a fucking kid," and I'd be like, "I have 2 dogs. I gotta pay dog food." Like
people try to use like the kid thing against me all the time, and I'm like, well, you know what? You had that kid.
Yeah.
I didn't have that kid. Like. We used to have a girl that worked with us that was like, oh, my kids are at home. And then she'd clock out and go to the bar next door and drink. And I'm like, your kids are at home. That only worked with me like 4 or 5 times before
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's fucking irresponsible.
She's like, can I have your cut? My kids are at home. I'm like, that's great. I hope they stay at home because if they're running around in the street, then that's a problem, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Well, fuck. It's been like an hour.
Yeah.
What do you think? Go ride. Are you hungry?
Yeah, I could eat.
Let's go fucking eat.
We're gonna fucking eat, guys. This was fun as shit. I want to do it again.
Yeah, we'll do it again. Everyone said that after they get there. All right, I'm out.
Bye, guys.
Ugh.